everyone. Welcome to my little corner where there's no wrong way to play with paper. I'm trying not to say things wrong. And we're doing the Let's Go Stripping series. Yep, that's what we decided to call it. When I say we, my bestie helped me come up with the name, and it makes me laugh every single time. So we're using our border strips, and today we're going to make base pages. The goal is to make 4. I was going to make them off camera and then just make one with you guys and then share, pardon me, the other 3. But you know what? We're going to make 4 together. I'll just film it in sections so you'll see it cut away because I only have so much time each day. So that is my plan as of now. I let my bestie pick the first color scheme, and we're going to do purple and pink. So should be fun, should be interesting. Let's just see where it goes. These are all my pink strips. I don't have a whole lot of pink. And this is, well, that's not true. I have quite a bit of pink, so I'm fibbing there. What I meant to say is I don't have a whole lot of purple. Purple is not a color that I use a lot. I think it's hard to find. I mean, does anybody else find that to be true? So this here, I don't know if I punched these or if somebody sent me this as a scrap, but I think I'm going to cut it in half, and I think we're just going to do something easy. When you're making base pages, start easy. You will evolve as you go, right? You're going to get more comfortable, and this happens to me every time I go to make base pages. Not just this time. Every single time I go to make them, I'm like, what am I going to do? I get overwhelmed. So don't be overwhelmed. Let's just do easy. Happy horizontal, like Janet Madison would tell us to do from RTS Scrapbooking. I'll put her link below. You can check her out. She has a YouTube channel. She has a Patreon, and she is a wonderful, wonderful lady. Truly who I consider a mentor. She is just full of information. She's amazing. All right. So let's get this in half and see where we go from there. Pull out my cutter. All right, we got not quite 3. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. I don't know what I'm doing here. We're just gonna wing it. I love the butterflies. So again, I don't know if this was a paper punch that maybe Captain Lori sent me or what this is, but we're gonna just go with it. So there's that. So we have our pink, and what I'm thinking is we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go like this, okay? And that's going to be our happy horizontal. But we're going to jazz it up a little bit. We're going to add some pink to it. Now, if anybody remembers the olden days, some of us have been scrapping for a long time, we used to get these things from Creative Memories called, what were they called? I can't remember. Gosh, what were they called? Come on, Jen. Make the brain work. Zigzags? No. They were like geometric shapes, right? And I have a few of these left. Oh, somebody's at my door. Hopefully Jason gets it. And so maybe we could go maybe like a picket fence. That looks kind of cool. I kind of like that. And butterflies. Might be a stretch, but hey. Then this is like a really deep purple. Almost black even. Maybe we could use a different color purple. Oh, look, I do have it in a lighter purple. I think that would be more true to what we're doing. Here's this one here. What else do I got? I'm just gonna use what I got. I'm not gonna pull out anything special here. If anybody remembers exactly what these were called from Creative Memories when we used to buy them. Yeah, because I sold Creative Memories way back in the 90s. Put in the comments what they are. I can't remember. You know, old people problems. Old people problems. Okay, so just like that, let's try this instead. I'm kind of wanting, should I do this one? Then they'll both match, or should we just do this one? Things that make you go, I like this looking more like a picket fence, because that's what it reminds me of. See what we can do here. Kind of like that, and have that edge. Okay. Now there's lots of things, pardon me, we could do with this. We could put a grid of photos here and put a title up here, up on Puffy, lots and lots of things. And it would obviously be a girly kind of layout, right? But I think that's a great base page. See how simple that was? Super simple. And you don't have to have these. You could take an edge punch and like I have some of these, and or you could just take strips of paper. There's a lot of different ways you could do this. It doesn't have to be fancy like this one. I just happen to have it in my border strip pile. So there's base page 1, layout 1. I am going to come back in a second and do base page 2. We'll pick a new color scheme. Why not? Hang in there. Okay, so now on this next one, we're going to use brown scraps because I have a lot of brown scraps. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, and I almost want to do like a basket weave. So again, this is just a base page. We can flip this and do all this. We're going to see where this ends up and go from there. But don't get caught up on trying to make a layout when you're making a base page. It's just a base page. It's a place to start. It's kind of why I like to do monochromatic, because then I don't have to stress about things matching. And I can almost make it go with anything. That's here nor there. Okay, so let's start. I'm not going to really worry about the size. I mean, I want them to be maybe a little bit longer. So a basket weave is just that, right? So 1 over, 1 under. And they don't have to line up on the edge. I'm okay with that. Let's see what we got. Here's a pretty wood grain. That one might be a little bit short. We could even maybe, let's see, maybe we can make this the title. Could we make it a little bit shorter? I mean, we could do whatever we wanted. I'm not going to cut it short though until I know that's exactly what I want to do. So for now, we're going to start there. Here's a pretty, I don't even know what this is. It's got a bunch of different colors in it. I think this came from that Safari line. I'm not sure. So this one's on top. So we're going to take this one and go under. Now I'm just going to keep on doing this with different sizes until I get a place where I really like it. This one we could put on top. We'll even out edges later. Not going to stress about that by no means. Let's see here. Celebrate Christmas. Celebrate Christmas. I have a lot of that in my sentiments drawer, but look, I got all twisted in there. I need to be better about that. Ooh, this one's kind of neat. I mean, I know this was gifted to me. I've got to find a better way to put these. What if we were to even do a banner? I mean, we can do whatever we want, right? That would be kind of cool. Okay. I don't know. We'll worry about where they're going to end and begin later. Here's a long wood grain. We'll trim this one up. So we're over. We need to go under. Okay. Like so. I'm liking the banner. I don't know why I like the banner so much, but I do. Okay. We'll see. I don't know. Then we've just got a cool, oh look, it's a cactus paper. Maybe we could put this one, let's see. We'd have to still go under, but we could start here over, and then this has to go under. So we could even have it pop up just a hair. I don't want to cover up the words. That's why I'm gonna, I mean, we can do it however we want. So let's go like that, right? Like that. We can even pull this over some more. And I think we will cut them different lengths on the edge so I don't have to stress about that. I do like it though. So far, so good. Okay, so we have that. And I think I'll only do like 3 to 5, depending on how wide they are. This needs to go under. Just because, let's see, like that. Maybe this won't be the full length. There we go. Depending on how wide they are. Most of them are 1/2 inch because that's usually what I trim my stuff up as. No, maybe not. And I'm just gonna keep on going. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. I can do it however I want. This one would have to go under this. No. Yeah, under this one. I have to think about this. It's like, no. Okay, then that was on top. This one should be underneath this. Okay, so we'll have to weave it here. Go like that. Not easy, but I'll just keep on until I have them all weaved through. I'll come back and I'll show you how it ended up. So just bear with me as we do this, okay? See there, just like that. And I'm just gonna keep on going. Let's see, though, this one goes under this and over the top of this. And yeah, it's time consuming, but what else do I gotta do? I ain't got nothing else to go do. And, oh, I quit. I'm using the stuff that I have, right? So that's the idea. So let me go do that. I'll be right back and we'll see what we got. All right, here's how it turned out. It looks really good. I love this page. So I did fishtail to match the little banner that I used here. I love this page because I could do a grid of photos. I could do one photo. I could do some journaling. There's lots I could do. And if I decided to make this a 2-page layout, it would not be that hard. I would just need some strips of brown, which obviously I have plenty, and I could make a second page with this. So there's that one. Let me gather everything up, tidy up a bit, and we'll make another one. Hang in there. Pulled out a bunch of yellow strips. I think we're gonna do yellow. Once again, I have some, I believe Lori sent me these, but somebody else may have. But you could do this with your own edge punches. You guys, we buy these tools. Let's use them on our strips of paper, right? So I'm going to kind of go with the same theme as a header, right? Because then I can do whatever I want on the bottom. You could also do this way. And I thought about doing this way, and we may turn it, but then I found this in my yellow strips. What is this? This is a Pebbles. Look at the little snails. Are they not the cutest ever? And it gives me the opportunity when I use this base page, I could pull in some gray, black, green. It's got a bunch of different colors. So maybe we can figure out how to use this one. So stars, pretty generic. Stars go with everything. And then I'm just going to start playing. Let's maybe use, there's several different color yellows here. And these are literally out of Don Juan the Pringles can up here. I don't know how high we'll be able to get it, but we're gonna try. Maybe then a white one. We're just gonna layer them. That's all I'm gonna do. Just create a place, that one's not quite long enough, where I can put a title later, anything, right? Anything I want to do. There we go. So there's that one. And remember, when I go to use this base page, I have no idea what photos I'm going to use. I have no idea, but it's a base and it's a place to start. I can embellish it as I go. And then I've got this long piece here. Talk about the tiniest of strip, right? We could go like that even, maybe. Layer that. Oh, that one's not quite long enough. I wonder if this one is. Usually when there's two, one is because I trimmed up a page. There we go. That one is. So we'll go just like that. And if I wanted to, I could cut 1/4 of an inch and I could back this whole thing with a whole piece of paper. So that's an option too, if we get there. Let's do, maybe we will do that. What about the bicycles? Oh, of course, this one is sideways. Now, if I went with the bicycles instead of the, where'd they go? Well, these little guys. Oh, but I like these little guys. So let's use these little guys. Okay. Aren't they cute? Look how cute that is. That is super cute. Maybe a stripe at the top. It's coming together. Now we need just one more piece, maybe to tie in this bright yellow. It's not quite as bright, but that's okay. Look at that. Now, can you not envision a title across here? Maybe I could find a snail embellishment, or I can make something, or it would almost go with anything. Snails and stars. It would be really cute, or even just bugs. It doesn't have to be a snail. So I think I'm gonna use my temporary tape. That way, if I don't like it, that's okay. And the way I would do that is I will just take each layer and I will start at the top and I will work my way down. So I want to give myself room to tuck it in, okay? So we could do this one of two ways. And I think I'm going to show you the way I've done it in the past so that it's easier. Now you can take another border strip. Let's just grab one here. I'm not real fond of this black and white one here. And what I will do is simply, let's start in half, okay? Go like this, like that. We're just gonna tear it because we're just using it, okay? And then I'm going to run some tape right along here, okay? And right along here. And we're just going to start off, we'll put them on the edge. This is usually how I do it. we'll start just taking these down, right? And then they'll be temporary on this. It'll be one solid piece. Oh, look, that needs to go that way. So then now I want to start it at the top of this edge because I don't want the black and white shown through my stars. So we'll go like, let's say like that. Okay. And then I'll pull this one, and I know it's showing through, but I will just cut it off. Okay. So we'll just go just like this and cut it off. And I'll just keep on going up the ladder, so to speak, until it's all together. And then I'll put my temporary on here and flip it over. Okay. So let me put all these on there, and then I'll come back and show you how I put it on there. Okay, so now I have it all together, and I've run a, pardon me, I've run a line of temporary tape on here, and I'm gonna go just like so, and put this here. And then I already know I wanna back this. I can already tell. Keep in mind, if you don't like it now, you're not gonna like it when you go do the base page. I like it, but it needs something to make it pop. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take my trimmer, and besides, this right here is a little bit short, and I'm simply going to cut a 1/2 inch off of each side. Well, the side and then the top. And when I say top, I mean down here. And then I'm gonna back it in black, okay? Now, keep that. 1/2 inch. Now you could do a 1/4 of an inch if you'd rather do that. Okay. Then I'm going to take a piece of just black cardstock, and I'm going to gut it real quick. Oops. All right, so then I've taken and I'll save this because maybe I want to map photos with it, right? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm going to show you something I did with the base page right before this one that I meant to show you before I started this. And I'm just going to tack it down, okay? I don't want it to be permanent. Base page is just a starting spot. I might decide I want to do something else. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and just look at the difference in that makes, okay? Now this I will store with this because if I want to map photos to do down here, that's what I can do. Or if I want to cut a title out, whatever I want to do, then I'll have, make sure, sometimes cardstock comes in different blacks, right? Different whites, depending on where you order it from. That way you'll know it matches perfectly, okay? And I did that with the last one as well. So where did I put that? Oh, I took a piece of a border strip piece. Remember I told you no bigger than 2 inches wide. So in the first video when we talked about it, maybe I want to punch butterflies out of this, or I want to take titles out of this, whatever. So I will put these with this base page, and I'm going to show you at the end how I store these, okay? Okay, so I was going through my blue strips of paper, and I had a whole bunch of these. Now, I honestly don't know if these were gifted to me or if I sat and punched these out, because I do have a Creative Memories punch that does this wave. I think it's bigger though. I don't think these are mine. And I have these in 2 colors. So what I was thinking of doing, let's push this out of the way. I'm on a new day, new cup. So what I was thinking of doing is creating, look at this design like this, and have it going from the top. So what I would have to do is go like, I'm going to pretend this is the top here. And now you could take an edge punch to your strips and you could do this. You don't have to, by any means, use what you have. It doesn't have to be this exact design, but you could use like a lace edge and overlap and use like monotone different colors, right? So now we need another light one, like so. And I'm just gonna keep on going, and I'm gonna let it be different lengths, right? So do like a shorter one and a longer one. Oh, come on. Smarter than the paper, Ginger. Smarter than the paper. It's a struggle. Okay, so then that one will be there, and then I'll take another dark one. You could do this with just regular strips as well, and just have them end in different spots. But I'm gonna do this the whole length of the paper, Okay, I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Super easy. You could use just regular strips. You don't have to worry about them being just 2 colors. Use every single blue strip you have and have it going all the way like a raindrops or a fall or a waterfall. Blue, I think, kind of lends to that, but you could do it in any color you want. You could do it in rainbow order as well. So let me finish this up. I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here's how this one turned out. Not quite enough to go across the whole page, but you know what I'm seeing? I could easily take a scrap of blue and I could have 3 photos here, have a title here, and a journaling block. I'm gonna make this work. I mean, it's a base page. I'm telling you, it'll go good. And we'll use this in the 20 base pages in 20 days. Once we get 20, we'll talk about more of that later at the end of the video. But this one's gonna be a lot of fun. I could see it be a pool layout, an ocean layout, just an outdoor layout. I mean, you could turn it this way and do the same thing. Lots of different ways we can use this one. So lots of fun. I did think I'd have enough to go across there, but once you start gluing them down, and I used them all, right? They're not in here anymore, so that's good. Then that sparked me. Miss Lori sent me these punched out edges, right? If you have an edge punch, and I've done this before with like the lace scallops and stuff, you can take these. Now look, this was, I think it's a mountain one. I think it's Creative Memories. And I'm going to layer it. So all I'm gonna do, okay, is go just like that. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make a little forest scene. Now, I lived in Montana for so many years. You guys know that. And so you know I'm going to use this. 100% am I going to use this, without a doubt. You could even take the time to ink them. I'm not gonna do that this time, but you could. And this is temporary tape, so I could later if I wanted to. Look at that. Now this could go up here. This could go down here, and I could have all of this to use paper and photos and embellishments on. It's just a base. That's all it is. And it's temporary. So for now, I'm going to put it at the bottom. But when I go to do it, I might put it up at the top, because you could easily put it up here at the top and put a title on there. So that's why you want to use temporary tape. You don't want to use positive. Now this one, I glued. I did glue it. So let me get to the next one and we'll make some more. Just hang in there. We're gonna work with some blues. Again, I like to do monochromatic or a specific color scheme. I did the pink and purple, then we did a yellow, now we're gonna do a blue, and then we'll do another combination. I have no idea what yet, but we will. So if you kind of notice, one of my go-tos is to make a header with them. And I really do like that. But keep in mind, even with a header, you can turn the layout, and I'm going to show you that in this one, whichever way you want. Have fun with it, okay? So I had this here. This kind of stood out to me, and it says, leave a little sparkle wherever you go. How fun is that? That's really fun. And I really like this gingham with it. So I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, no promises here, of simply making this header right here, okay? And leaving that there. Then coming down here and just any color blues that I can, and making just kind of a strip, like do strips of paper all along here. Now, to do that, I kind of do the same thing. First, let's put this up here, okay? This is a great way to use those smaller strips. So we'll put this on here just like so. Try to line it up best as we can. We all know Ginger lives in Crookedville. That's okay. My family doesn't care. They know better. So then we'll go just like that. They don't challenge me. They know they're just gonna get the same answer. Well, tilt your head. It'll be straight. Okay, and then from there, I'm going to try to do the darker ones. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to run a little strip. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to go just like this. There we go. And then I'll pick a different color, right? Take these smaller ones and I'm just going to keep on. Helps if I start off straight, maybe. I mean, we can be a little bit crooked, but when it's very obvious, I don't like it. So maybe I can get a piece on there. Okay, so we'll line this up, and I don't want to go super tall. I want to give myself room for lots of photos. Okay, and just like that. And then I'm just going to keep on with these strips that I have laying here. They don't all have to be the same width. A lot of them will be. And I'm just going to keep on going down the road. Now here's a darker one. I don't know if we want that one. Here's the 49 Market. That's pretty. Ooh, that kind of blends the two together. So we'll go like that. And I'm just going to keep on going all the way down. I'll come back. It'll be all finished. Okay. So hang in there. Okay. So here we go. I did all that. I cut them off the edge. And then I had another strip of this gingham paper that was same size. I just cut it down to 1/4 of an inch and I just topped it off so that it didn't matter if it was even or perfect. And there's another base page. Yes, these are simple, but base pages are just meant to give you a color scheme to start with or a place to jump off of. When I embellish this page, it will be spectacular. I never have found one that I don't like, ever. So there's number 3. We're gonna do one more, and this time we're gonna use 2 colors. So hang in there and let me get the other one. Okay, let's do this last one, and let's just have some fun. We're gonna do teal and orange together. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do one on the side. Why not? And this is what inspired me, this strip right here. So let's see what we can come up with. I have this one here and it says love, good vibes. I'm wondering if I can't maybe layer that like that. I'll just keep on going. Now, remember, your titles don't always have to be across the top. You could leave this on the side. I meant to say that in the last one. So like, you can turn every single base page whichever way you want. You really can. So don't think just because we make them this way, they have to stay that way. They don't. So let's see here. We need maybe a wider strip to put underneath this floral even. We'll see. That is a different vibe than that one there. So maybe not. Maybe we can find something else. I don't know. I'm thinking, and it's hurting my brain. What I'm doing over here. Kind of like that. Like so. For sure. I like these two. I'm almost wanting, because I just did that, and sometimes that happens, I'm almost wanting to leave that like that, and then do orange and teal strips down here, but I already did that once, so I don't know. Maybe not. We need to find the right, ooh, that's pretty. Okay, we've got teal, and it's more of a peach than an orange, but kind of the same color family. And we can pull this up here. Maybe if I can get it to come up. It's not cooperating. Go just like so. I think I need to flip this way because the edge is a little bit, this is off of a paper pad. So we're just gonna have to hide that little hole. But that's okay. We can do that. Like so. And then like so again. I love this. Now I know for a fact that Lori sent me this one. Isn't it pretty? I'm almost wanting like a tiny little strip of a brighter, or is it brighter or more subdued? What about this one? What if we were to cut this Simple Stories strip in half and use that instead of this? I'm thinking that's what I want to do. So let's go just like this, and let's get our trimmer. I hope you guys are enjoying ways of using your strips. We've got lots more coming, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We all have them. We all have scraps. We all need to use them because product is not cheap. So the more of it we can use, the better, right? Oh, it was a little bit crooked, so I'll have to take my scissors here and just trim that up. Just to trim that up. Oh, I like that. Isn't that just handsome? I think this deep turquoise and this orange, it just looks handsome together. So there's that. We could leave that here. I think I'm going to leave this with the border page. I really like that. Or I mean the base page. I do enjoy that. Wonder if we couldn't use some of these other ones, maybe just along the bottom. No, it's not working for me. Sometimes just know it's not going to do the trick. I almost just like it just like that. Just a pretty header and then just work from that. I can use florals. I could do lots of different things. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I know they're simple, but they're border strips. So we can't make anything super fancy. I mean, most of them are 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch wide. So let's wrap this up. I'm going to clean up my mess. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how I'm going to store these base pages because we're going to use them later this year. So hang on just one sec. All right, you guys, let's talk about how I store my base pages, what we're going to do with the base pages. Now, if you've been watching for a long time, then you kind of know what's coming up. If you're new, welcome, number one. Number two, this is how I store my base pages so that I can just flip through them. And my limit for myself is 20. And I have a lot of people when I make base page videos, because there are other base page videos, and if you want to check those out, they're in the description. But once I have 20, then I need to use them. And I get people telling me all the time, well, Ginger, I've made them, but I've had them forever and I don't use them. We're going to do that. Once we have 20, we're going to do a little series called 20 base pages in 20 days. And we're going to continue to do it if that's something you guys like. So again, let me know you like these videos so that I will continue to create them because I don't want to bore you guys. I truly don't. So we're going to do 20 bases pages in 20 days. Now, I don't know how many we have in here. I have made these in separate videos and sometimes a long time ago or on my own. So we have one. This is one that was gifted to me. And this, I will count this as one because it's a 2-page. So that's 2. We have 3, 4. I made these in after one of the 30 days of sketches, I think. 4. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and there's not one in here. We have 15. Now I do have some Christmas ones, but I don't count those. Those are for my Christmas stash, right? So we have 15. That means we only need to make 5 more base pages to be able to start that fun 20 days, 20 base pages in 20 days. All about that base, right? I am probably going to solicit some of my crafty friends and see if I can't get them to join the hop with me. We'll see. Let's cross our fingers because the more folks that do it, some people might not like the way I do it, but you may be inspired by someone else. So I know I do have one crafty friend who's willing to do it with me, but I'm definitely going to reach out to them. So that'll probably come. I know I have another base page video. I bet we can make 5 out of those scraps. And yeah, I bet we'll be doing it probably July, maybe. Yeah. So I hope that you are inspired to create base pages. Tell me in the comments, do you make them? Do you use them? Are you excited for the 20 and 20 base pages little series? What do you like to do? Come join me. I always answer you. I appreciate you. And I hope that you have a blessed day. I will talk to you later. Bye.